Good evening, everybody. Welcome on into some baseball here on youtube.com/SeanOsaurusRex. I'm Sean, new baseball every day, 6 p.m. Pacific time. We are going to be starting a series against the Atlanta Braves tomorrow at 6 p.m. Pacific time, but we have the day off today, so I figured we would do some more baseball commentary. We have a couple interesting games here, but they're not necessarily, we have so the interesting game is Phillies Brewers. I think that's where we're going to start. It is also the first game, so if we're going to commit, we need to commit to it. Because if you skip to like Guardians Rays, which is the two hell teams that I've played, the problem is the Guardians aren't very good. Anyway, it'll stem that. We actually do want to watch Phillies Brewers. The Phillies are like a half game out of a playoff spot, so they do need a win here against the Brewers. Obviously, plenty of time left, and we might see them later in the month when they play the Dodgers, which is kind of an interesting series. Guardians Rays was going to be the other game that I was going to look at. Rays need a win. There are 3 games out of the playoffs at the moment, I believe. We can check the standings here in just a second. And then you have Dodgers Pirates, which is kind of just interesting because it's Kershaw Skeens. That's the, algorithm, all that good stuff. You can get a lot of those words in there. Skeens, Paul Skeens, Shohei Ohtani. Maybe you get some views out of that. Dodgers are in a really good spot. Pirates are about 3 games out. So that one might be interesting to look at. Yankees, Astros. The Astros are kind of dead and buried. Though the Yankees are getting interesting with the Orioles, which we might see a little bit more of later in the month. White Sox Twins, absolutely not. No, thank you. The other game that I'm considering would be the Angels and Royals. And that seems like a good and bad pick just because the Angels, I think, are really bad. Let me pull up the standings here. Let me pull these standings up. Oh, the Angels are in our division. Yeah, they're 60 and 79. They're 7 and 3 in their last 10. So they are kind of playing interesting. And the Royals are tied for the final spot in the wild card. So a win here could give them a leg up, actually. And then if we take a look here at the wild card, Phillies need a win. The only problem is they're playing a really good Brewers team who's going to end up in the 3 seed just based on the other 2 teams. I wish there were more games today, but there aren't, and that is kind of just what we have to deal with. But let's start with the Phillies and the Brewers. I'll jump over here to our gameplay. I guess play full game. We'll watch it. American Family Field. Open, partly cloudy. This game already happened. Phillies won today. So they're in a good spot. But the simulation has the it has me wearing headphones like a smart person. But the simulation that we have has the Braves as a really good team, whereas the Braves have not been a very good team throughout this regular season. So there is that. Brewers, Phillies looking for a series win in a rubber match. That's always a good thing to see. Kepler hitting .353 over the last 6 games. Peralta dominant on the mound as of late. Rhys Hoskins hitting .407 over his last 7 games. So a couple good hitters to keep an eye on, Kepler and Hoskins. In Contreras, league lead in average for batting, .316. Savali has a big game on the mound in a win versus the Phillies, and Yelich shines. The Brewers the last 6 games. Starting pitching the last 6 games, 39.2 innings with a 1.59 ERA, and the bullpens looked good. 10.1 innings, a 1.74 ERA, with a combined 39 strikeouts. There we go. I keep trying to use an Xbox controller, but it's a PlayStation. Twins win in extras. Orioles win in extras. Bryce Miller K's 10 allows zeros in an absolutely loopy game that we played. Ward snaps an 0 for 21 streak with a 2-hit performance versus the Royals. Azokar collects 5 RBI in a win versus the White Sox. Stanton records his 1,200th RBI. Robert Hassel III collects 5 RBI in a loss to the Marlins. Strider is seeking his first Cy Young Award, chalking up 12 strikeouts, which gives him the NL lead at 180 and no runs in a win versus the Cubs, I should say. Yankees are half a game out of the AL East against the behind the Orioles. Adley Rutschman breaks out of a 2 for 25 with a 2-hit performance versus the Padres. We will not worry about the farm report. So the former Seattle team, the Mariners and the Phillies, coming up next for you. as we get set, here is our starting pitcher. It's Freddie Peralta. I did not mention the matchup. I apologize. 28 starts, 9-6 record, 158.1 innings with a 3.81 ERA. WHIP of 1.15. It'll be interesting to see if that comes back to bite him a little bit today. So here we go as I try to get the thumbnail going. It is September 4th, Philly at Mill. And then I will fix the thumbnail real quick, which I apologize for. Edit. Still looking for that. Trying to find that. Fouled off. 9-4, 9-4. We'll save that. It is 1-2. Count. If I said the count incorrectly, I apologize. That one sails high. Some interesting shadowing happening on the field. It probably won't affect the batter as much. It does look a little weird. What do you got going on down there? Okay, change is safe.
The count's full.
Oops. Oh, my camera's also not on. Oh. Just a mess, huh? There we go. That one's low, so it went 1-2 to 2-4, 4-2. What? Walk. All right. Dial it in. Lock it in here. Locking it in. Johan Rojas. So Peralta, 7 pitches, issues a walk immediately. And can't seem to find the zone. Was ahead in the count 1-2 and then lost him. And that fastball already not looking super great. A couple of them have sailed. Gets a nice swing on the slider. Love that location. Probably wanted to poke a little further outside, but it's right on the bottom of the zone. And a good job to just pull that string. That's going to get us for sure. As the oven mitt goes through the visor. Oh, we have a steal attempt or a hit and run. That pitch was in a pretty good location, but he was not able to get to it. Kind of blew the steal attempt as well. Slider outside, good eye, evens the count at 2-2. Check swing, did he go? No, didn't look like he did go. I think he was able to hold that back. Trey Turner on deck. Full count with nobody out. Pitch number 13 of the inning. That one is bounced up to the shortstop. Tosses to second. He is out, but they're only going to get the one. It was a really close play. I wasn't sure. I was waiting for that umpire to make the call down there. And Trey Turner comes up to bat. With 1 on, 1 out. And they're going to try a steal again. Pitch is kind of outside, but well in safe. And that is a stolen base. His 13th of the season. Nice jump. Sometimes kind of looks like the game is just frozen because we're watching it. That was a fastball just dead center, and he just couldn't get a hold of it. Career milestone. We're looking for home run number 200, back pick. That's second. Safe. If that throw was better and got the second baseman on the bag, he might have been able to get him. The timing was great by Peralta, just a really bad throw. 2-1 as Peralta continues to struggle, and they're unable to turn that double play. Turner bails him out with a strike there. It's 2-2. Circle change drops out of the zone. It'll be ball 3. Yet another full count. And that is an out. Nice pitch on that strikeout. High and tight with the fastball, but didn't leave it in the umpire's hand. That was going to be a strike regardless. Big swing and a miss by Kyle Schwarber. Low and outside. Strike one. Swings under that one, and it is strike two. Rojas just picked up a steal. That is a slider inside. Forgot I needed to edit the title. And hits the strikeout. So that will do it for the top of the first inning. Philadelphia puts a couple on, but can't do anything with it. We'll get set for the bottom half of the first, way out in front there. Been there, done that many a times here on, what is it, the show Midwest or whatever. Here's Jesus Luzardo. 26 starts with a 7-10 record, 147 innings pitched, 3.42 ERA. Both pitchers with whips that are well over 1. 1.15 for Peralta, and then we saw 1.27 for Luzardo. Luzardo, God, I think I just watched a breakdown with him involved. That pitch is somehow not a strike. So 1-1 to Yelich. Oof. Not getting the calls on the outside. These are good pitches. These are... That's strikes. I mean, that's a 3-pitch out. Fouls off the 95-mile-an-hour fastball. 2-2. Got a hold of that one, but early foul. That one's inside. Circle change tied him up. Big swing and a miss. Yelich kind of bailed out the umpire on that one. Luzardo threw some nice strikes in that at bat, and then just kind of was able to go inside. I don't know why there was so much dirt there, but... Kind of a brutal strikeout for the top of the order.
Nope.
That is the third slider that has been easily a ball inside for a strike, and it is the slider. He is just not getting the call. These are hat taps. Those are... That one's low. 2-0 count here to Turang. Lefty-lefty matchup. As was the matchup with Yelich. That one is high and outside. William Contreras on deck, 316 average, 23 home runs, 90 RBI. They're going to try that outside, and he lost him. Ball 4, first walk of the day. Shouldn't have been a walk. There was at least another strike in there. Probably should be a full count. I think you're seeing why those whips are so high. These guys, it's not entirely Luzardo's fault, because he is getting some real rough calls as he gets an easy out from Contreras there. I like that the batter was just swinging. Just swinging. Garrett Mitchell, the highlight player there. So Rhys Hoskins steps in. 1 on, 2 out. Fouls off the fastball, low in the zone. Hoskins 9th in the NL in base on balls, 67. Oh, and they're going to go for a steal attempt. It's Real Muto in the catching position, or behind the plate. Bryce Turang gets in there for steal number 27, and we've seen 2 stolen bases here in the first inning. That is more than we have all season long. Not entirely false, but also we don't have a lot of stolen bases. That's outside. Good eye for Hoskins. That ball's low. No advance from the runner. He'll stay at second. Isaac Paredes, or Isaac. Luzardo fires fastball high. Hoskins late on it. Pops it out of play. Gets a hold of that one, sends it foul. 95 on that. That one's inside and he loses them. So Hoskins aboard. 2 on, 2 out. Seen a few walks already from both of these teams. It's a good thing I didn't comment on it, but I was going to actually say that Luzardo's pitch count was actually looking a little bit better. He had 13 pitches through 2 outs, whereas the pitcher for the Brewers, Freddie Peralta, really struggled with his pitch count in the first inning. That one's inside. A little surprised to see that strike called. That part of the zone has been a ball today. Several sliders that have been well inside the strike zone called balls. That one on the edge gets the call. Sails a fastball high, makes it 1 and 2. Tried to initiate the chase, but couldn't get it. Ooh, that one is hit well. That one is out to the gap in right center. It's off the wall. Should score 2. And wow, that was a weird way to do it. Play at the plate late. So with 2 outs, Paredes comes up with a big 2-run double, and it's 2-0 Brewers early in this one. Last time we saw the Phillies, which was, I think, a week ago, they didn't score a ton of runs. They had, I believe they had a home run in the first and in the 9th. We're going to need to do that today. Oof. Four-seam fastball misses. And the fastball misses outside again. Don't know why they're showing that like he thought he got it. He wasn't even close. Both of those drifted well outside. That's a nice slider inside. 13 balls, 13 strikes, 26 pitches this inning. Big swing and a miss on a 2-1 fastball. Evens up the count. And gets him to swing again. This Brewers lineup, 3 lefties in those first, 6 batters? But Paredes comes through. He knocks in 2 with a 2 out. Remind you, fine folks out there, as we get ready for the second inning, NBA 2K26 is out tomorrow. I'm going to go pick up my copy at 10 a.m. I'm going to get the WNBA edition. I bought some cards. We're going to rip a pack, play some games with that team, do a season or something. We'll probably check out if they have the face scan. That really hurt my feelings last year. And then maybe we'll do a little My Team. We'll be hanging out probably around noon. 11 a.m., noon, somewhere in there. Also going to be curious how much of that data is actually on the disc. I'm guessing it's kilobytes, and I'm going to have to wait for a big download. So tomorrow, you might actually just get to watch me install a game. How fun does that sound? I was hoping that they were doing a 9 p.m. release tonight, so I could go pick it up, but all the stores close at 8. I guess I should have made a post about it. I guess I still can. What can you do with a post on YouTube? Let me see if I create a... Oh, that one is a perfect right to the shortstop. That got my attention. But he is quickly out, so very fast 2 outs here for the Phillies. I don't want... No, I don't want that. How do I... Oh, it just brings that up immediately. Because if you could do a poll, I could just put, like... I guess I could put it up in the morning. Pick a pack. Put, like, some sticky notes on it or something. There's 6 packs in there. So basically it would be like whoever... Pick one pack. 1 through 6, and then we would go from there. Big swing and a miss. So a nice bounce back there for Freddie Peralta. As he gets that Philly side shut down in very quick order.
Leading off for the Brewers.
And we're going to the bottom of the second. Jackson Churrillo. Churrillo comes to the dish.
That's a ball. 1-0.
Jackson 0 for 4 in the last game. Luzardo about to throw pitch number 30. That one is hit, and it's going to split the gap into left field for a single. So good start for the Brewers here in the bottom of the second.
The right fielder, Mark.
What was the video I watched with Luzardo? I don't know why that's bothering me, but it is. It's on my mind.
Ball 1.
Mark Canna
Counts 1-0.
takes a ball inside. Oh, someone's already spit on Dak Prescott this year, by the way, which is wild because the season is about an hour and a half old. Ooh, another steal attempt. Ball is high and drops the transfer.
2-0.
So into second, easily second stolen base of the day for the Brewers. Let's hope that we don't have to see them in the playoffs. It would be the World Series.
That's ball 3.
That one's
We got
low.
3-0.
Brewers, I believe, will be the 3 seed, I should say, in the playoffs. That is in for a strike. Yeah, it was. It was umpire grants Juan Soto timeout, and Jesus Luzardo throws a pitch anyway. A breakdown. He threw a bunch of extra pitches. Not a great sequence for the umpire in that situation. Full count here for Luzardo. Misses low, and that's another walk. Is that 3 on the day? 3rd walk. So 3 walks, 2 stolen bases. They have 1 hit that's knocked in 2 runs. Luzardo's got to find the zone, and he's got to find the zone fast. Great second inning from the Philly starting pitcher. Or from the Brewers starting pitcher, Peralta. Phillies are a half game out in the wild card right now. I think the unfortunate part is we see a swing golfed out to left field. Should be an easy catch. We'll see if the runner wants to advance to third. He does not, even though he would have made it because the throw was so offline.
Now batting, the designated
Yeah, unfortunately, all the races are for the wild card right now, with the exception of the Yankees. I keep forgetting about that one because all the other all the other division races are so far out, and the Orioles are up pretty big. So a big first out that holds both runners at first and second. Tried that 12-6 curve inside. That's actually what he got Yelich on, was a circle change inside, I believe. First time through. That is sliced out to left. Might be a play at the plate. He's hustling. Throw is in. It's way late, and it's 3-0 Brewers. Let's start to see if we have a sim advancement here. Settings, exits. Yeah, okay. We're here, everybody. I guess I didn't click and see what exit did. Nice circle change inside. Terang was ready to swing first pitch. Pulled that string, anticipating a little fastball, just kind of yanked it back. Swung on and missed. Smacked foul. 0-2 count here. Big swing and a miss, and that is what Luzardo needs. That is his third strikeout of the day.
Brewers, the catcher.
Needs one more, and he's going to need a couple of short innings here. I think at this point you maybe try to hope to get him through 5. Contreras comes to the plate, 2 on, 2 out. This is where they did their first damage in the first inning. 2 on, 2 out. Runners on first and second. I thought that was going to be smacked a lot better than it was, but Contreras pulls it foul. 0-1. Luzardo winds, fires inside. He's been giving that part of the zone, and we've seen Luzardo move away from it with the slider. He went with a lot of sliders against those first 2 lefty at-bats. Didn't get any of the calls. There were like 4 of them that got missed. It was awful. And he's avoided that spot ever since with the slider, but he's gotten a couple calls, sinker, and the fastball. Induces the pop-up here and limits the damage to just 1. But the Brewers do score 1 on a Christian Yelich single. It's 3-0 Brewers here in Wisconsin. Go, Pat, go. I was going to make picks for the week, but I forgot.
The catcher, JT.
I'd take Philly. I haven't looked at the score. I just know that Dak Prescott got spit on, but I would take Philly in this game. But they're down by 3. That's disgusting. This one, fly out to left. Quickly 1 away. 1 pitch, 1 out. And that's where Peralta did such a good job. Threw a ton of pitches in that first inning.
Cody Clemens.
I would guess he threw 25 in the first inning, and then like 6 in that next one. Maybe 23 and 8, something like that. But 2 pitches, 2 outs. This is what Luzardo has to do, but this is such a bad effort from the Phillies offense because it's not giving him any time to rest and figure it out. And they're going to let Freddie Peralta stick it around in this game when they probably shouldn't have. Even if they weren't able to break through, you still just get that pitch count up. That's a nice 12-6 curve in at the top of the zone. That would have probably buckled me. Going like, that's a missed opportunity. Then ratchets up the fastball to 96. 1-2. That one's outside, just misses. Would have been a brutal strike 3 considering how bad that portion of the zone has been. Strikes him out on the fastball up high. So Peralta really likes to slow you down and then just speed you right up. Pulls it and then bang. 3 runs on 3 hits for the Brewers. Phillies have not registered a hit, but they have had a couple of base runners because of walks.
For the Brewers, the first baseman,
We talked about all of that earlier.
Watchin.
Luzardo, 48 pitches through the first 2 innings, 24 pitches per inning. Good math, Sean. Last 9 games, 10 ribbies for Hoskins.
All 1.
That's a strike. After the bad call, it is 1-1. That's in for a strike. 4-seam fastball at 95. Wow. Got him to swing on it. I mean, that was a ball by a large margin. No judgment, because Lord knows I've swung at those pitches. I don't usually get contact, though. Tries to clip that bottom of the zone just a little bit too low. Evens it up at 2-2. And that one smacked out, but foul. That one is hit, slicing out to left. That'll drop. Should be a base hit. And Hoskins fights a couple pitches off and finds one that he can get a hold of. And just like that, the Brewers are back in business.
Now batting, third baseman, Isak Paredes.
And they're going for a steal yet again. Hit and run. It's Oh my God, an incredible double play. That is the most brutal double play.
The center fielder.
Wow.
Number 5.
What a bad break for the Brewers, but that's huge. Huge for the Phillies. This is where you kind of start, can you swing that momentum back in your favor? Just a little bit.
Nope.
Four-seam misses inside, ball 1. Pop foul up the left side. 1-1, excuse me. And that one dribbled out to first base and stepped on for the out. I did forget to look and see, because Bryce Harper either got traded or he must be, like, significantly injured. The Brewers pick up a hit, but they hit into a brutal double play. The ground out ends it, and you talk about, hey, it's 48 pitches through those first 2 innings. He's up to maybe 58 now. That's a 10-pitch inning. That's big. Philly won 9-0. Milwaukee won 4-1. That's how we got to the split and the rubber match here in game number 3. That one is hit foul, so the Phillies kind of in swing mode here a little bit. That one dribbled to third base. Fires over to Hoskins at first and quickly 1 away. This is not what the Phillies want. They can't have this. Trey Turner 2 for 9 in the series. 0 for 1 with a strikeout today. That one hit foul. And again, a little auto swingy here. 58 pitches through 4 versus 41 through 3. 42. Through 3 and a third.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
That one on the edge gets called strike 3 correctly. And that is out number 2. 5 strikeouts as they start to pile up here for the Phillies. Excellent zoom in on that cheek. That's what you'll love to see. Nice slider inside to Schwarber for strike number 1. Series 3 for 8, 2 home runs and 5 RBI. Eagles did score a touchdown, so I didn't even think about the fact that we were watching the Phillies while the Eagles kicked off the season. Oh, there's a no-doubter from Kyle Schwarber out to right field, and that'll do it. Hey, all we had to do was call out the home runs. As he waves his way around second base, Schwarber's 22nd of the season, 422 feet. Three-one. Strike 1 into Alec Boe. Over 1 with a pop out. Peralta fires, misses the zone. A little 2-out damage there from Kyle Schwarber. See if Bohm can keep the line moving. We'll look at strike 2, 4-seam high and tight. That one is hit up the middle, diving play, can't get to it. That should be a base hit. And it is. Nice effort by the second baseman for the Milwaukee Brewers. Couldn't come up with it cleanly, and there's 1 on with 2 away. Castellanos out to left, but that was a circle change that he did not obviously get very much contact on at all. It was well inside, and that will end the inning. But not before Kyle Schwarber puts one in the bleachers. It's 3-1 Brewers. We're going bottom 4. Oh, we dropped a few frames today. Oh. That's a rarity, thankfully.
Del Rio.
Fastball in, up high. All right. So we had 59 pitches in that after that. Oh, right up the middle, just past the glove. This is, I believe, the third straight inning where the Milwaukee Brewers have had the leadoff batter get a hit, and the first inning was a strikeout.
Canada.
That one flared out to foul territory. Low, nice location. Gets it 0-2. Misses well outside with the 12-6 curve. Maybe a little too cute on that one. Something I should probably be watching or trying to remind myself that 2-strike pitch, that 0-2 pitch. It's gonna probably be pretty far outside into no man's land, and that will be a single. Maybe a little harder throw. Feels like a video game mechanic that's a little bit broken. I was listening to or watching a J.M. Gabin video where Shelfie was talking about the fact that in MLB The Show 20 or 21, you could actually get a lot of outside first base. So it seems like it's kind of a thing that got fixed. Where it's oh, the game, it should be a single, so we'll make sure that I don't know. You see the bad zone there on that inside part toward the right-hand batter's box. Call the ball in a circle change. That was very much a strike. Try to get that low outside corner, but just missed ball 2. And that's why I pointed out that animation. Looked like the left fielder could have had a chance at an out at second, but the game kind of thought that it shouldn't be that way. 2-1 count here, and that one is cracked out to center. He is chasing, he is going, he is looking, runs out of room, and it's a 3-run shot. 6-1. Just when I thought the Phillies... Oh, hell yeah, we get to see that. That rules. That rocks. Yes, I hope you all enjoyed that as much as I did, because I sure did. That's awesome. I love that that's in the game. I forget that happens in Milwaukee. And then every time I see it, it reminds me of when that guy went down the slide too fast and broke his ribs or whatever it was. They watched him do it, and then they cut to him, and he's just he's injured. Really funny. That'll be the end of the line for Jesus Luzardo, as he gives up 6 in his outing, short outing for the Phillies starter. And it's a Thursday, so they will play tomorrow. Who do they play tomorrow as we take a peek at the stats? Andrew Painter. 171 ERA. Wow, did the Pirates win the series against the Dodgers? They sure did. Oh, wow, they swept them. Whoa. That is wild. Skeens 6 scoreless. Pirates hold off Dodgers 5-3 for a 3-game series sweep. Hey, if I just read the headline. Phillies won this game 2-0 in real life. This isn't real life. This is the digital verse. Who are they playing? They're playing in Miami. Big swing and a miss there. So Yelich down on strikes.
The batter, number 2. Shortstop.
That's the first out.
Correct.
That's how rough that this has been already. Out number 1. At Marlins, and then they play the Mets. Are they in like a big... Ooh. It's like the Phillies are in one of those really long stretches, maybe 17 games in a row.
Now batting, the catcher.
Oh no, they had the weird day off on the 2nd. That's odd. Okay, so they get 16 games in a row, not 17. That's so bizarre. They had a Tuesday off. That's knocked out to 2nd. Luzardo's hair, a little glitchy, as he gives up the 3-run bomb to number 3 Ortiz. It is 6-1 on 7 hits as we get maybe the perfect time for today's today's starters. Luzardo gave up the 3-run blast, and he didn't get any outs, so he only registered for 3 innings, 6 runs, 6 earned, 7 hits, 3 walks, 3 strikeouts on the line. Peralta, 4 innings with 1 run, 2 hits, 1 walk, 5 strikeouts for him. He had a rough first inning. Hello, how's it going? Really rough first inning, but he settled down over the last 3. He's at 53 pitches, which means even if he threw 25, let's say, 25 pitches in that first inning, he's still thrown, was that 27 in the following 3 innings combined? So Philadelphia did a really bad job and swung at way too much stuff. Very quick outs, and it allowed Peralta to still be in this game, whereas the Brewers have chased the Phillies starter, Luzardo, as we see in a knockout to left field. Single, see if he fights for a double. He does, and he's in. Safe.
Now batting.
Brewers did a good job to take advantage of a pitcher that didn't look very good in the first inning and continued to make him look bad through innings 2, 3, and into 4, is the point there. Does not look like he's running very fast, but it was enough to get into second. Nice little hustle double. See if the Phillies can get something going here.
Counts 1-0.
Sails high, ball 1. Big swing and a miss on the slider. Real Muto. 3-time All-Star 2018, 2019, and 2021.
2 balls.
Ball in the dirt. Doesn't get away from Contreras too far, so retreats back to second, ball 2. That is a 4-seam right down the chute. Takes it for strike 2. Top 5 here in Milwaukee. Welcome in to those of you hanging out on this Thursday night. Thank you so much. That one is sliced and a fair ball. So Real Muto should be able to get to second and drive in the run. A little bit of trouble there, bobbling in right field, and it's a nice double, RBI double. If you're new, baseball every day, 6 p.m. Pacific time. Usually I'm playing as the Seattle Mariners, but we have the day off, so I figured let's watch some. And we'll be playing some NBA 2K26 tomorrow with packs of cards. So we'll be having some fun with that. Cody Klebbins 0 for 4 in the series, 0 for 1 today with a flyout. That's a strike. 1 and 1. Ball well low.
2 balls, 1 strike.
That pitch outside. Circle change misses and makes it 3-1. That is strike number 2, kind of just taken all the way there. Oh boy, the strikeout on the fastball way up in the zone. Excuse me, out of the zone.
The batter number 5, second baseman, Bryson.
Those are some rage-inducing swings like that.
That's a ball.
That ball sails high. Still a runner on second. An opportunity here for the Phillies to get a little closer. Pitch number 69 was a ball. Pitch number 70 is going to be a pop out to left. And that is not what you want to see. Got a little momentum going there. It looked pretty solid. But unfortunately, a bad strikeout and a worse pop out. Bring in Johan Rojas, 2 out with a runner on second. Strike right at the top of the zone. Peralta's wanted to use the top of the zone with that fastball, but his stuff just keeps sailing on him. That one is hit out towards center. Nice, easy catch. And that will do it for the top of the 5th. Phillies get one, and it looked good for a moment, but a couple of poor at-bats, and it's all over. 6-2 as we go to the bottom. Hi, John Shambi and Chris Singleton. So Andrew Painter's still in after throwing 6 pitches. Beautiful curveball there. Really had Hoskins going for it. And I have a strong feeling that that pitch would have gotten me. Gets him again with a changeup quickly. 0-2. These pitches are gross. And speeds it up to 95 on the fastball in the zone, and it is quickly out number 1.
Third baseman.
He might have left their starter in just one batter too long. Painter had to get all 3 outs in the bottom of the 4th, and he's gotten 1 out already. He's been able to induce some quick outs. 10 pitches, 4 outs. That one is fouled back. That one is hit and gets out to right field. Single there for Paredes.
Now batting, center fielder, Garrett Mitchell.
Garrett Mitchell. For some reason I heard like Purist, and I was like, what? What is this name going to be? No, just Garrett. Slider tries to get that corner, but just didn't come back over the plate. Mitchell 2 for 8. 0-2 with a strikeout and a ground out. Double play would be Painter's best friend here. They're going to try and go for the steal or hit and run. Last time they tried that hit and run, ended up in a double play, so. That one smacked up the left field line and foul. Knocked away. Battling here with a 1-2 count. Big swing and a miss. That changeup has looked really good from Painter. I bet if you go back not too far when we played the Phillies a couple weeks ago, I was probably screaming at Painter for that very pitch. Pitch outside. Changeup misses. What a good job to take for Churio. 2 for 2 on the day.
Ball 2.
This is just outside, but that fastball, oof, you want that one. Foul ball. 2-1. That one is smacked the other way, foul. 2-2. And hit right up the middle. Our angle made it kind of look like there was an opportunity for a catch, but I think if you rotate that a little bit, it's not quite as close as it maybe looked for us. But a 2-out single keeps this line moving, and now it's Mark Canha who's 1 for 1. As that 4-seam sails, and as soon as I commented or complimented Painter on you got 4 outs in like 12 pitches or whatever the number was, laboring here to get the last 2. This one, flied out. Center fielder comes over and grabs it 4. Out number 3. Looks like Ortiz is going to be the leadoff there. It's funny to see. We don't usually have the reader boards on the ground like that. It was funny. As soon as it's out, the game goes like, change it. Change the information. Very weird.
Leading off for the Phillies, the shortstop.
I guess we do see it when we see some of the replays. It shows the incorrect batter. Trey Turner's going to lead us off here in the top of the 6th.
0-1.
Turner versus Peralta, 1 for 15. And it will be 1 for 16 after that fly out to center for out number 1. Schwarber did get a hold of it with a no-doubt home run to help put Philly on the board. Every 3 runs that the Brewers score, the Phillies score 1.
Ball.
That one's low. 1-1. Peralta still in the game.
Ball inside.
And with a 4-run lead, you can probably leave him in until he's out of energy or a save situation appears. That one is fouled off. Nice circle change there. Gets Schwarber to swing and miss. It is strikeout number 7 for Peralta.
Third baseman, Alec Bohm.
Bohm gets hit on the elbow. Didn't really look like he tried to get out of the way, but
Now batting.
they'll give him first base. And Castellanos, who I believe has seen about 3 pitches in this game, steps to the plate. 2 outs, 1 on. Ooh, that has not been a strike throughout most of this game. Hit up the third base line and goes foul. That's a big break for Castellanos. That was bound to be a double play. Or, I guess, just out number 3. It was going to be an easy play, is the point.
1 ball.
Good eye on the 12-6 curve, well outside at 77. 1-2. Maybe they just get Peralta through 6 and started getting into that bullpen. Pitch number 85 is a slider well outside. That one is hit, and that'll get through, so a single for Castellanos. Puts 2 on with 2 outs.
Now batting, left fielder, Max Kepler.
Max Kepler to the plate. Catboy takes a four-seam fastball in the zone for strike one. 3 for 9 with a home run. 3 RBI. 1 for 2 in the game today. Last time I pointed out the home runs, it was a home run. No, it's a big swing and a miss inside on a slider.
Ball, 2 strikes.
Hudson and Ashby, a couple of lefties in the pen for the Milwaukee Brewers. That one's high and inside, just missed.
That's
That
it.
one misses
Ball 2.
as well inside. Draws the count even at 2-2. Pitch number 91 coming for Peralta. That one is skied out to right, and a nice easy catch for out number 3. We will head to the middle of the 6th. They put 2 on, but they can't bring anybody around. Ortiz, Yelich, and Turang coming up for the Brewers. They lead 6-2.
Leading off for the Brewers, the second baseman, Joseph Ortiz.
Ball, that's out.
Painter still in.
Aye.
Slider works as he gets that low inside corner to Ortiz. 1-1 the count.
Ball.
Low. And back to that slider. I like where he's throwing it nice and low. There's some good movement on it. And that is cracked out to left field. Perfect, perfect. Chasing and running out of room as it is a home run. Last 4 runs scored by the Brewers via the long ball, a 3-run blast, and a solo shot. Ortiz's 10th of the season, 405-foot blast. Do we get another slide? How do we get another slide? Come on. 7-2 Brewers saw that one. Was that a slider? If it was a slider, it would have been the 3rd consecutive slider for Painter to have thrown it. If you just miss that location, you look at it, wha-blammo. Going to be interesting for the Phillies here in our simulation as they, like I was pointing out earlier, that schedule doesn't get very easy for them. Just as far as the teams that they are, or the number of games that they are playing. The Mets are in there. The Dodgers are in there, and the Royals are in there. There is a 6-game homestand between the 8th and the 14th. And that one is out to right for a single. It's a 4-game set versus the Mets. The Mets, I believe, the top seed in the National League wild card here in our game, or in our digital universe. But they get 6 against the Marlins, which could be big for them here. We'll have to keep an eye on it as we work our way through the month of September. Four-seam in. First strike. 0-2, 1 on. Nobody out here. Painter into his 3rd inning of work. Misses outside. I wonder if Painter has the same kind of stamina that a Hancock does for us, where you're able to leave him in for a couple of innings in some of these games that are a little bit of a blowout, whether it's a positive or a negative. I need to try to save the bullpen. This is a bad time to have a starting pitcher not go terribly far into a game. Gets the lead runner in second, but can't turn it to get Bryce Terang over at first. So the double play still in order, but only one away. That is unbelievably a strike. I can't believe, of all the pitches on that part of the plate, well, that was the strike. Okay. Good to see him get that curveball. That curveball location was where we saw a couple of the sliders very early in this game not get called. Forced Contreras into a pretty rough at-bat. Quickly 0-2. See if he wants to go with that slider.
Ball, that's in.
No, change-up misses. Foul tip into the mitt. The slider comes into play. Nice location. But we'll see if the Brewers make them pay for only getting one out at a time. Those are the innings that absolutely kill me.
Nope. Ball,
Ball just outside of the zone.
That's ball 2. 2 balls, no strike. That's ball 3. 3 balls, no strike.
Gets the slider in for a strike. Another one of those very surprising locations for a strike. Strike up high. 3-2. Painter looking to get out of this one without giving up another run. And the slider gets fouled off, so we'll stay here. Fouls off a changeup to stay alive. And gets him with a slider. Pays it off and gets the strikeout. That'll end the 6th, but not before Joseph Ortiz smacks one out to left field. 11 hits and 7 runs for the Brewers compared to just 5 hits and 2 runs for the Phillies. Will we see a reliever? We will. It'll be Brian Hudson, 7-5 in 68 appearances, 24 holds, 65 innings. 152 on the ERA. Righty's batting a little better than the lefties. And he will face a righty, JT Real Muto. Oh, man, that's a bad break. That was a tough play to see because it was adjusting for the light there for a second. Dang.
Counts 1-0.
Sweeper misses low. And a sweeper again.
1-1.
Gets him to swing. 1-1. Force him into the top of the zone. Big swing and a miss for out number 2. So Hudson comes in, gets a couple quick outs, continues to face lefties.
Stop.
Stott fouls off a sweeper. 0-1. Cutter inside. For strike 2. Stott fouls off the fastball. Keeps the top half of the 7th alive, down by 5. This one smacked out to center. Should be a nice, easy catch. Indeed it is. That is out number 3, and we will stretch here in Milwaukee. It's 7-2. All Brewers in this one. And again, just a reminder, we're doing 2K tomorrow. There you go. Good evening.
Now pitching for Philadelphia, number 41, Joe Ross.
Han Kim is no longer on the Tampa Bay Rays. And on the Atlanta Braves in real life.
Leading off for the Brewers, the third baseman.
Good to know. Thank you.
Commentating.
Hopefully I didn't miss the... Okay, cool. You were able to see it. See his stats as we see Joe Ross. New pitcher in. Thanks for stopping by. Good to see you. This one popped out towards right field. Makes the catch, and there's one away.
Center fielder, number 5, Garrett Mitchell.
Joe Ross winds and fires. That one is fouled away. Sinker 94. Another sinker fouled away. 0-2. And he's going to stay alive with another foul ball. That, for some reason, did not look very good at a base console level. Ooh, beautiful 12-6 curve. Good eye by Mitchell. I like everything about that pitch. Great pitch, great location. Tried to induce a swing. Better eyes by Mitchell. He does miss the next pitch to even the count at 2-2. Wait, good job. Mitchell, will you teach me your tricks for not swinging at everything as he swings at a pitch inside? That one will go to center. That'll be out number 2.
The left fielder, number 11, Jackson.
So Chirrillo is 3 for 3, 3 singles, couple of runs. That one is inside. I would wager a guess that this is not a man that you want to hit. That one's low, just missed. I think you want to try and maybe flip those two locations. I think it was a slider on the inside and then that forced him down at the bottom of the zone. That's probably just how I pitch as far as like, if you're ever playing me, it's pretty easy. Fastball's up top, everything with movement down low. Thought about swinging, but elected not to. Just curious. Posting daily content. Just wondering if that's something to do with laptop issues. Oh, it has a little bit to do with it. It has more to do with me streaming. I've been enjoying doing the streams on Fridays and Sundays, and those have been a little longer, so I don't always have time to get other videos out. But yeah, sometimes it is the laptop issues. There's also been like a weird thing of like I haven't been sure what to play at times, and that can get me tripped up every once in a while. Nice job to set Chirrillo down for the first time today. We'll head to the top of the 8th.
Philadelphia, the center fielder,
7-2.
Johan Rojas.
I've been making sure that the baseball goes up at night and taste test goes up on Wednesday and Saturday. That has been my primary focus while I deal with the tech problems. But I really have enjoyed doing the stream stuff. So, like, hopefully I'll be able to go for a while on tomorrow and on Sunday, but we'll see.
No, that's down.
Forsey misses low. Fouled off the cutter. And misses outside. Okay. Top 8. Obviously, the Brewers, you know, it doesn't,
Shortstop. Trey.
maybe doesn't need to be said if you're going to say it's obvious. See if they can pick up a couple runs here.
Ball, that's
This is the patience that we needed to see from the Phillies bats earlier in this game. Like, when you talk about this game and you look at this game and you go, what's the difference?
Ball, that's high.
The Brewers took advantage of a pitcher that was wild from the start and never seemed to settle down. The Phillies just started swinging wildly. That's a brutal double play.
He's out.
Oh, they just got him. They got him by half a step. And unfortunately, we don't get any challenges from the computer here, which I think is one thing that they do need to actually add. Oof, that wasn't even a good angle. That did not help me understand that more. Schwarber back up to bat. He has a solo home run in today's game. Who scored for the Phillies today? Schwarber's been getting some MVP love. That one is fouled away. That one is hit up the middle. Over to first for out number 3. Trey Turner and Bryson Stott. So, while Turner singles to left center field, Alec Boehm scores. Bryson Stott doubles to right field. Harrison Bader scores.
Now pitching for Philadelphia.
What does
Number 26. Nick.
Kyle Schwarber? Is he exclusively a DH?
Leading off for the Brewers, the right fielder, Mark Canha.
49 home runs. Is he going to be the next guy to hit 50? He's got to be, right? Julio is in the top 5 in the AL in hits, which I think is wild. Off the glove of the first baseman, but still gets a nice dive there by Clements and able to throw it over to get the out. Just a nice effort. Yeah, so Raleigh has 51. Schwarber with 49. Ohtani with 46. Judge with 43. Soto 37. Eugenio Suarez is 4th in the National League in home runs with 36. That's hilarious.
Yeah.
One away here in the the bottom of the 8th, excuse me.
Ball 1.
Slider misses well
1 ball, 2 strikes.
below the zone. Below the zone and outside. I need to take a look at some OBS settings and see if I can figure out some things, but yeah, this laptop is it's done a lot for me, but whew, boy, is it getting close to. It's been time to get a new one.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Christian Yelich.
That pitch is outside. 4-seam at 96 misses to Yelich. 2 for 4 today.
Ball 2.
That's a strike. That zone has been weirdly weird today. Started weird, then it seemed like it got kind of normal. It's been some weird calls lately. That one is fouled off.
Ball 3.
Just misses up high. Terang has a stolen base in today's game. Fouls off the 3-1 pitch. Now a full count. That one is hit out to center. Nice easy catch, and that will end it for the 8th. So last chance for the Phillies, down 5. That'll bring in Elvis Peguero.
Now pitching for the
A
Brewers.
7.65
Number
ERA.
59,
Interesting. So low leverage spot.
Peguero.
See if you can build some confidence from him, but that's a really high ERA.
Alec Bohm.
Bohm is 1 for 2.
Ball 1, no
This is
strike.
the slider. DL Hall and Tyler Alexander. Tyler. I'm really bad at my Taylors and my Tylers. It's brutal. Bohm gets a very funky hop. Oh, that was an out. What?
The right fielder, number 8.
Hold on.
Nick
What? Oh. Oh. Something about that. I don't know why. It was like the cut of the camera. I mean, it never hit. It's just a weird angle off the bat. Seems. Comes in. Yeah, just very end. Huh. Real early on that swing. Okay, never mind. It was an out. Pretty clearly, if we're being honest. Slider inside for strike 1. It's Castellanos. Does have a hit today. And he had a hit in the only at-bat where he like bothered to get deep in the at-bat. His first 2 outs were like 2 pitches combined. Late on that swing, fouls it off. 1 and 2. Then he worked the count to 2-2 last time he was up and singled, so.
That's a ball.
Slider is low.
2-2 the count.
That one is hit well out to the gap. This should be a double. It's going to go all the way to the wall. Barehanded off the wall and in with a stand-up double. So with a 1 out, Castellanos gets his 27th double.
Kepler.
Ball.
Sinker is low and outside. Ball 1 to Kepler. 1 for 3 with a double and a run. I believe Kepler was able to trade places with the next batter in the lineup. And they couldn't do anything with it. This one's off kind of the end of the bat. Chasing, and it's going to drop. Wow, okay, so the funky play benefits the Philadelphia Phillies right into no man's land.
Now batting, catcher JC.
And Castellanos does a good job to get all the way to third. A little lucky to get kind of a bad throw, but
Ball.
sometimes that happens.
1-0.
Peguero giving up a couple of hits, got that out. Thought it was going to be pretty smooth sailing, but instead he's looking at Real Muto with 2 on and 1 out. Sinker way up in the zone at 95. Misses, and he's going to fire to third, but all the way into left field. Oh my goodness, there was no reason to fire back to third. It doesn't matter. The worst case scenario is you get that situation. Contreras does a great job to block the ball, but a throw that just sails on him. It didn't matter. That run does not matter. It's 7-3. He's getting a little tight here for the Brewers late. That one was not the pitcher's fault. It's the slider in at the top of the zone. 2-2 the count. That one is a slider well outside of the zone, and that one is fouled back. Still 2-2. Ooh, got the swing. Rings him up for the strikeout. It's 2 away. Oh, it's a couple of times now that the Phillies have felt like they're going to get into a bit of a rhythm here, and then they just throw it away.
Counts 1-0.
Check swing, call the swing. It's a good pitch. He threw that slider way up there a couple of times. He makes that low part of the zone look real scepter, like real tasty. And it was a sinker that just... Whoop. There is a no-doubt home run. So just like that, it's 7-5. And man, if you could have gotten Real Muto on. So the Phillies aren't done yet. His 7th home run of the day. This is the danger. This is what you worry about. You see that big ERA. They're going to bring... They still need some work, and they have no wiggle room, so... So we take a look at show vision. Little bat flip there. Oh, here's a... I never... I'm sorry if you missed it. Yeah, that was really, really quickly there. So I don't think they have some of the managers here, or that's just the pitching coach, and I misinterpret who it is, because I always look at the pitching, or when the pitching changes happen for the Mariners, I'm like, that's not Dan Wilson. And that's clearly not Pancake Pocket
Now
Pat.
pitching for the Brewers.
You know, Pocket Pancake Pat.
Number 31. Yoel.
Okay, I would have said Joel, but it's Yoel Iampas. 68 games with a 3-6 record. 20 out of 23 saves and attempts. 20 saves out of 23 save attempts.
Ball 1.
And all of a sudden, they're bringing him into a much tighter situation than you would have thought. 7-2 going into this. A funky throw from Contreras. Not that it really mattered. It was going to be 3 runs kind of either way if that home run goes.
That's ball 2.
There's that spot. It's back. That's a strike. That's the weirdness that we saw early in this game. That one misses. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Yeah, 3-0, you got to take the whole way. That's a hands-off controller moment. Down 2 on the road. 4-seam in, so just like that, they're down to their final strike. That one misses. Low hits a walk. Incredible eyes from Bryson Stott. On an 0-for-3 day, comes through in the big moment. 1 on. And here is your tying run. It's Johan Rojas. He's 0-for-7 this series. He is 0-for-3 today. Does he have it in him to work a little magic? Slider taken for strike 1.
1's the count.
That one is fouled off. I'd imagine Stott has some pretty good speed numbers, but not 100% sure. Got the swing and the miss on the slider low in the zone. It was all for nothing. But hey, the Phillies made it close again. I talked about it a little bit earlier. This is a tale of 2 teams. One of them took advantage of a pitcher that was kind of wild from the start and was able to have patience in their at-bats. and run up those runs and get them pulled. The other team had a similar pitcher that they were facing, a little wild coming out in the first inning. They did not slow their at-bats down, and they allowed him to stick around in the game and adjust. Guess which team won? Hey, it was the Brewers who slowed down their at-bats and took advantage of a pitcher who was a little wild all game long. So the Phillies fall 7-5 here. We took a look at their schedule. They get the Dodgers. They have 6 against the Marlins, who they will be playing this weekend. I believe they will fall to a game out of the wild card in the National League. They get a big 4-game set against the Mets, which unfortunately for us is all days that we're playing, which is too bad. Jesus Luzardo gets the loss. 3 innings pitched, 7 hits, 3 strikeouts, 3 walks, 6 earned on his line. The Brewers were pretty aggressive on the base paths as well. Cody Clemens was 1 for 4 with a home run, 2 runs batted in, and obviously scored. Nick Castellanos was 2 for 4 with a double. He scored a run. Kepler also 2 for 4 with a double, but scored twice. Kyle Schwarber 1 for 4 with the solo home run. Joseph Ortiz is your player of the game, 2 for 4. He went deep twice, drove in 4, and scored twice. Isaac Paredes, 2 for 4 with a double, 2 ribbies. Jackson Churrillo was 3 for 4 with a couple of runs. Mark Canna was 1 for 3 with a run. Yoel Payampas gets save number 21 on the season. Freddie Peralta gets your win. 6 innings pitched, 5 hits, 7 strikeouts, 1 walk, 2 earned on his line. 3 in the 9th were not enough for the Phillies to overcome the Brewers. They fall 7-5 in our game today. We get no XP for watching. Headliners pack coming up next. Got that Burger Man thing. All right, so let's go standings. We'll take a look at the National League wild card. The Phillies now tied with the Giants, 1 game back. Phillies on an L2. The Giants 9-1 in their last 10 with an L1. They do not play today. So Padres, Reds, Mets would be your playoff teams if it were to end today. And you can see the Phillies 2 games back of those Mets, or 3 games back, of those Mets. They have a big 4-game set. Unfortunately, the East is, the Braves and the Mets, I feel like they don't play. I think we've looked at that. The Marlins, pretty far back. The Nationals eliminated. All right, so what do we have here? The Royals, the Angels, 60-79, 7-3 in their last 10. The Royals are 7-3 in their last 10. I think they'd be in by half a game over the Rangers. Because we watched, and then we watched Orioles and that one. We watched them 2 weeks ago. Oh, that's right. It was a 7-6 Rangers win. All right, let's do that one. Because this is a team on the edge. Yeah, but they're not playing a team that's on the edge. There's not really a good answer here. Because the Astros are way back as well. They're 5.5. The Rays and the Guardians, nah. Ugh. The Guardians don't deserve to make it. 65-74, gross. The Rays technically under 500 as well. All right. Actually, here we'll do Dodgers Pirates. This will be the game that we watch. Our second one of the afternoon. It's Skeens taking on Kershaw. Skeens 14-9 with a 2.68 ERA. Taking on Clayton Kershaw, 11-5 with a 3.43 ERA. Play the full game, and we will jump in. PNC Park, a beautiful park with that bridge out there. There's a Roberto Clemente wall out there. That guy, okay. I forgot about him until literally this moment. That dude fell from the wall. He okay? He alive? I hope. Welcome to Pittsburgh. Dodgers Pirates. Dodgers 91-48. The Pirates 71-69. It's a starting pitching duel. It's a rubber match. That's exciting. Skeens versus Kershaw. Kershaw and Skeens both dominant on the mound as of late. Yoshinobu Yamamoto, one of the most fun names to say, has a big game on the mound in a win versus the Pirates in a game that Mookie Betts also shined. Dodgers starting pitching over the last 5, 31.1 innings to a 1.44 ERA, 21 strikeouts. The bullpen over the last 4 games, 10.1 with a 1.74 ERA, 13 strikeouts. The Dodgers, though, are looking to continue dominance over the Pittsburgh Pirates. These should all be the things that we talked about earlier. They are indeed. Yankees, with a win, I believe, would tie the Orioles in the AL East. So that's going to be a fun division, the only fun division race that we get down the stretch. Take a look at Paul Skeens' stats. As I save this, 9-4. Lad at Pitt. The Pit. Great deal. Is that good DLC from Fallout 3? I can't remember. Is it good? Is it not good? I played it, but I played that DLC. When that game came out in 2008, it's 2025 now. I gotta put the Dodgers and the Pirates in the description.
Oh, that's out.
Anybody play the Pit in the Pit DLC in Fallout 3?
First base.
Ooh, we got a hit batter. Freddie Freeman is going to be our first base runner of the day as Skeens hits him on pitch number 4. Got to bring Mookie Betts to the
Counts 1-0.
to the plate, and he misses that pitch there. So we have our cover star, Paul Skeens, 1 of 3. I don't have a case for this game. I was looking for it like I had a case. I wonder if I unlock those achievements online or offline for the Pit. True achievements.
Nope,
I was looking for the PS3 version of Fallout New Vegas. Spoilers for Season 1 of Fallout. Because of Fallout Season 2. But I guess the PS3 version isn't the way to play it. So I'd probably just boot it up on Xbox and see if I can get any of the achievements that I don't have. Fallout 3. I have the game. I have all of the games for Windows Live. Okay, so I have 1,200 of 1550. Skeens gets him on the sweeper, and that is out number 1. So a great bounce back at bat for Paul Skeens. Operation Anchorage, I unlocked June 30th of 2009. Shohei steps in and swings for a strike. The Pit, I earned achievements July 1st, 2009. Oh, and I never completed Broken Steel. And I'm missing one of them in Mothership Zeta as well. I remember thinking that Point Lookout was one of my favorite DLCs ever. God dang, I want to go... I need to just commit. Commit to a game. Ohtani goes down on a 100-mile-an-hour fastball for strike number 3. Guess we will go ahead and crack a deal. I feel like I visually remember the Pit, but I don't remember the story at all. I think there's a collectible achievement in that one that I remember grabbing. Fastball in at 102. I think the funky thing about Fallout New Vegas specifically is one of the DLCs is not available digitally. But I can't remember. I don't think it has any achievements or trophies tied to it. I never played any of the Fallout DLC. Or New Vegas DLC, excuse me. So, Skeens bounces back nicely. I believe 3 strikeouts against Mookie Betts, Shohei Ohtani, and the gentleman we just saw, whose name is escaping me. Cruz, Gonzalez, and Reynolds coming up for the Pittsburgh Pirates. As we take a look at Clayton Kershaw, his stats throughout the season: 27 starts, 11-5 record, 149.2 innings pitched, guilty spark 3.43 ERA, 93 strikeouts, 3-time Cy Young Award winner, 2011, 2013, 2014. Who won the Cy Young in 2012? Man, I'm a great commentator. Who won the Cy Young Award 2012? Not 10-12. 2012. Was that King Felix? No. Oh, because that's the NL. Anybody? I guess?
Second baseman.
Oh, here's a look at the starters.
Gonzalez.
O'Neal Cruz not batting very well. 194 over his last 10. 7 for 36. A lot of righties on the bench. They also don't have very many lefties in the lineup anyway. O'Neal Cruz no longer on. No, he's on the Pirates. Why do I always... Key Brian Hayes is who I was thinking of.
Ball, that's out.
Key Brian Hayes was on our team for a little bit. 2022? There's always one weird trade. Seiya Suzuki is our guy this year that's like... He would never get traded to the Mariners, but he is. So R.A. Dickey won it in the 2012 season. Cy Young Award. As we see Nick Gonzalez fly out.
Batting third.
American League. 2012 in the American League. Oh, David Price. Felix won it earlier than I realized. 2010. Justin Verlander has an asterisk next to his name for some reason.
Yep, that ball went out.
Yep, that ball went out. There. There's like a lot of... There's a lot of asterisks and symbols, but not any easy to read explanations. So the Pittsburgh Pirates are a few games back of the final National League wild card spot. So we take a look at a strikeout for Brian Reynolds. Zeros across the board here in Pittsburgh.
Leading off for the Dodgers, catcher Will Smith.
Will Smith with his .266 average. 3-time All-Star 2023 through 2025. I don't know if that's true in real life, but congratulations to him digitally, because he did get the All-Star vote. Skeens with a nice sweeper all the way down at 85. In for strike one. Really did a nice job to bounce back after hitting the first batter. And gets the four-seam in at the bottom corner. That is strikeout number 4, and that is number 4 in a row after a hit batter. Teoscar Hernandez stepping in here. Fires low.
1-0.
Teoscar, 2024 Home Run Derby champion. Oh, I was thinking of 2023. Never mind.
That's a ball.
Last year was in, yeah, because last year was in Arlington, Texas. Gets it on the outside at a crispy 100. That one is smashed but foul. Good job to stay alive by Teoscar. I think that one was going to be a ball, but good movement from Schemes. That one is hit. Left fielder. Reynolds chases. Makes the catch a couple steps away from the warning track, and that will be out number 2. First outs. That's not a strikeout for the Dodgers, so good for them. Michael Conforto, number 7 hitter, steps in. Ball outside at 100. Conforto, a 2017 All-Star. That sweeper does not get the call. It's right at the bottom of the zone. Yankees haven't played yet. Oh, and the Kansas City Royals are 1 game back the Detroit Tigers. Boy, I did not realize how close that was. So the AL actually has a couple of interesting races. I don't think the Tigers and the Royals play again. Okay.
2-2 count.
101 on the fastball gets him, and that is strikeout number 5 for Skeens. Ooh, Eagles, Cowboys is in a delay. Yankees lead big on Houston. One of the rare times that I'm actually going to root for the Yankees.
Leading off for the Pirates, first baseman, Spencer Horwitz.
God, they don't. That is unfortunate.
Nope. Outside.
Anybody watch the John Boy schedule or realignment and expansion video where he tinkered with the schedule in the playoff format?
That is this.
I thought it was pretty solid. 156 games or whatever sounds kind of nice. It's only 6 games fewer, but I like the way that he built in the off days. I was kind of out on the playoff format, but then he was able to swing it. He was able to swing me onto his side. Foul ball. And the Pittsburgh Pirates are the first team to get a hit registered in this one. Bottom 2, we get a single. The one thing I will say I did not love, I don't love a first half, second half winner thing. I get it, but I don't know. Just kind of like, eh. Theoretically, it sounds cool, like a pennant race in June. Like, that sounds kind of cool, but also at the same time, like, oop, that one's off the mound, and that'll be a single. Eases up at second as the ball comes in. Kershaw can't quite get to it, and Bart gets on board. I guess I wouldn't be opposed to it. I don't love it. There's part of me that really likes it because, like, if, say, Seattle were to have a really bad first half, that second half, you know, you're not out of it. You almost might kind of need it to keep people interested. But I thought the demonstration that he did with the spreadsheet was very helpful to understand it. Fastball is in at 90. Key Brian Hayes to ground it into 11 double plays. I feel like our numbers are way down on our double plays this year. Seems like we're getting the ball through a little bit more. We ground into so many double plays early in the franchise years, as this is year number 5. And we'll be back for year number 6, don't you worry. Checking on the runner on second, 1-2, slider misses low. No score here in the bottom of the second. Thanks for hanging out. Hopefully you're enjoying. That one is flared out to left, but goes foul. Staying alive at 2-2. This one is going to be popped on, I'll call the infield fly. Freeman makes the catch, and there is one away.
Batting seventh, the
Kershaw with a
shortstop.
splitter, and Key Bryan got way too far under it. Here's the parrot. I think I have your card. I think it's over here. Do I have it? There's her cards. Separate her cards. Be kind to her cards. We did a pack rip video this morning, by the way. I do! Oh, shoot. I do. We have it. We have the card. Let's go! Big fan of the celebration boxes. I'd like to get more, but who knows? They're a little, they're not terribly expensive, but I hope that they do more next year. Just as far as, the print run. I never saw one until we went to Seattle. They're going to be a play at the plate. They probably shouldn't have sent him, and they didn't, which is a smart base running play. So Peguero loads the bases here in the bottom of the second against Kershaw. They're not getting the hardest contact in the world, but it's finding gaps. Jack Sawinski, lefty-lefty matchup here. That one is just inside. That is a close pitch. Sawinski catches a bit of a break and gets the ball. 1-0. Fouls off the four-seam inside. Last game, 1 for 4 with a triple. Takes a slider for strike 2. Gotta be really aware of a pitch that's going to break outside and keep going. Those are the pitches that give me the most trouble. That one is cracked out to center. It's a perfect, but it's an out. It'll score a run. The Pittsburgh Pirates. Okay, that was a lot closer than I anticipated. Pittsburgh Pirates put one on the board. Good job by Sawinski. Productive at bat. Easy. I can't believe how close that was. That is wild. It would be nice if we did have the little indicator up in the upper right-hand corner, so we could see the speed. Slider is outside. Dylan Cruz acquired from Washington in 2025. So you can point out your favorite funky roster move. That one is hit up the foul line, but is foul. 2 away here with 2 on in the bottom of the second. Pittsburgh leads 1-0. Sac fly from Sawinski. Cruz with a good eye to see that slider inside for ball 2. They're making Kershaw work. He's up to an average of 15 pitches per inning. This has been the far longer inning. That one is smacked but foul. Checks the runner in second and throws a fastball low. O'Neal Cruz would be next. They can keep it going. Good job to fight off the splitter. Full count. 8 balls, 16 strikes, 24 pitches in the inning. So you do the math. 33 minus 24. And he walks the bases loaded. Wow.
Up next for the Pirates.
So a really efficient first inning, very rough second inning here. And it's O'Neal Cruz. 1 for 7 with a home run. That one is smacked out to the gap, and that is a ground rule double. 2-run double for O'Neal Cruz. It's 3-0 Pirates. Question's going to be, did that cost the Pirates a run? I think Hernandez got a just horrible jump on the ball. That is a brutal ball call. That's a strike. That left-hand batter's box has been kind of a funky strike zone portion. We saw it in the first game on the right-hand side. That slider is fouled off. So Gonzalez, 6 runs in his last 10 games. Runners in scoring position. That one's low, doesn't get away, nowhere for anyone to go. I'd be shocked if you saw anyone even try to break for home, even if that did get away. Tyler Glass now and Gavin Stone warming up in the bullpen as this inning continues to drag along for Clayton Kershaw up to 38 pitches. He's thrown, I think this might be pitch number 30 of the inning. It's a slider, fouled back. 2s all over the places. 2 on, 2 out with a 2-2 count in the bottom of the second. He gets a hold of it, and that is going to the left field wall. Teoscar finally gets to it. It does not, the ground rule double does not cost them a run. It's a 2-run smack for Nick Gonzalez. Wow, 5 spot here in the bottom of the second. That is my least favorite animation in this game. When you're trying to be aggressive with your fielders and they just kind of stand there and they're like, "Oh, wait for the ball to come to me." I'm like, "I'm pushing up on the control stick. Go more." Dave Roberts is going to the bullpen already. Kershaw can't even get through 2. Pitching duel my butt. See who they bring in.
Now pitching for Los Angeles.
They will bring in Tyler Glass now. 24 games with a 7-3 record, a 2.55 ERA. Strikeout percentage at 25.3. Lefties batting about 56 points higher than righties. And he will face a lefty right out of the gate. Brian Reynolds is 0 for 1.
That's out.
And he misses the 2-seam outside. 2 for 8 with a double and a run batted in. 0 for 1 with a strikeout today. Foul ball. That ball goes foul for strike number 2. Late on that one. Oh my goodness. It's 7-0. Brian Reynolds absolutely tees off on a pitch that was dead center over the heart of the plate. Wow. And this isn't the maybe the score is a little wild, 7-0, but the Pirates beating the Dodgers, not the wildest thing in the world. They did just complete a 3-game sweep today. That was a perfect 451 with an exit velocity of 111.4. Will the Pittsburgh Pirates score more runs as a baseball team than Aaron Rodgers and the football team? 1 for 1 with a single for Spencer Horwitz. 2 for 8 on the season. Steelers play the Jets this week.
Nope.
Bit of a weird revenge game. It gets the most interesting when the Packers play the Steelers. It's in Pittsburgh in October.
Ball, that's off the plate.
Cowboys, Eagles still in a delay. 24-20. That pitch is fouled away. 2-2 the count. Let's see. Checking some scores here. That is outside on the 2-seam. Joey Bart on deck. 10 home runs. 250 average. If this inning continues. That is a walk. This is an unbelievable performance from this Dodgers pitching staff. Joey Bart's 1 for 1 with a single. They've absolutely batted around at this point. This is with the 4-seam inside. Yankees are up by 4 in the bottom of the 9th with 1 away. The Twins storm back to take a 6-4 lead. They were down 4-0 when I looked earlier. I saw Ryan Fitzgerald's name, and I thought it was Ryan Fitzpatrick. That pitch misses way outside. Wallner homered to center. Twins score 4 in the 5th. Or the 4th. 5 in the 4th, excuse me. I guess they were only down 3-0. Weird. This one is popped, and I think this inning is mercifully going to end. The Pirates put up a 7 spot on the Los Angeles Dodgers. 6 hits, 7 runs. Kim, Outman, Freeman coming to the plate. And it's Skeens Day, so we might be in for a bit of a lopsided game. Thanks for hanging out. I appreciate it.
Second baseman, Hassan Kim.
So it is now bases loaded. 1 away. Yankees are up 8-4. So we have a foul ball at 99. Skeens has been on the bench for a while, just hanging out. Sinker fouled off.
Ball.
Oof. Count 2-0 to Correa. Oh no. I feel like I can see Jimmy and Jake's faces.
2 balls, 2
If
strikes.
Joe's is streaming, he's probably losing his mind. Bases loaded, 1 out, 2-0 count. That's wild. For us, it's a foul ball to keep the inning alive. And by inning, I mean at bat. 103. Disgusting.
That night, center fielder James Outman.
If the Pirates get in, what can they do? Ouch. Can punch my keyboard table.
Ball 2.
Pitch is outside. So 2-0. Outman 0 for 4 with a walk in the last game.
Nope.
Sinker misses. Freddie Freeman waits on deck tonight. Hit by pitch. That's right. That is how the Dodgers got their only runner on. A hit by pitch. 101 right down the heart of the plate. Outman takes it for a strike. Probably pretty smart. That's a hands-off controller. 3-0. That one is launched out to right field. It is off that big tall wall. And should be a pretty easy double.
He's safe.
So Outman gets things going. First hit of the afternoon for the Dodgers.
Baseman, Freddie Freeman.
Skeens gets got a little bit and saved by the wall out there in PNC. 21 feet tall. I don't ever want to fall 21 feet. Man. What did they say? One of the lines in the game is like, "Here it is, come and get it." Paul Skeen said, "Here's a four-seam fastball at 101. Dead center. If you can hit it, well, I'll take it, but you couldn't get to it." Nice location there. And it's out number 2. Very interested to see what this Pittsburgh Pirates lineup can do. Can they continue the momentum offensively in the bottom of the 3rd? Mookie Betts, 0 for 1 with a strikeout. I should look and see. I can't imagine that the elimination numbers are very high for the teams in the NL West, but Mookie takes a hack at a 100-mile-an-hour fastball. Pushes it foul. Raleigh and Rayleigh, 40-plus homers. This one smashed out to right and caught on the run. It's out number 3. We'll head to the bottom of the 3rd. Still 7-0 Pirates.
Leading off for the Pirates, third baseman, Brian.
Okay, so it looks like the Yankees are going to survive. They loaded the bases with 1 out. They were able to get those 2 outs. And they will win 8-4. But a little worrying that they brought the tying run to the plate 3 times. Big swing and a miss on the 97-mile-an-hour fastball. Ke'Bryan Hayes 0 for 1 on the day. He was the only bad spot in that 2nd inning when he popped out. Infield fly. 4-seam in on the edge. 2-2. This one is going to be popped out to the right fielder. Saw a couple of funky plays in that first game, the Brewers and the Phillies, so wasn't 100% sure that people were going to get there. So the last game left for the evening is the Twins-White Sox. So we are still waiting on a delay in the NFL game. So a good start for the NFL. A 24-20 game. Dak Prescott, the quarterback for the Cowboys, already been spit on. So that's bad. Now a weather delay. Ground out to first baseman. Or to the first baseman, Freddie Freeman.
Designated hitter, Jack Sawinski.
So are they using Glass now maybe as a relief guy? Well, that won't be fun when we inevitably play them in the World Series. Who we've beaten them a couple of times. One of them a little less impressive. But a dynamic difficulty really helped.
Nope.
Just misses on the outside. Sawinski gets another beneficial call. Ooh, and then swings through it. So Glass now did give up the home run to the first batter that he faced, but has settled down and gotten the next 4 outs pretty efficiently. Still 7-0 as we head top 4. Pittsburgh won 4-3 in game 1. Dodgers paid that back with a 9-1 rout in game 2. And the rubber match is not looking good for the Dodgers here in the top of the 4th. As we take a look at a 7-0 game. Okay. Wasn't sure if I needed to skip through that. My bad. Shohei 0 for 1 on the day. I mean, that's why you're here. Sinker doesn't get the call. Shohei Ohtani, 2-time home run champion. 2023-2024.
Ball two.
He doesn't get the call there either, so 2-0 to Shohei. Feels like not a good place to be if you're a pitcher. Gets that on the inside at 101.
That's ball three.
Can't get the call on that one either. That one was the lowest one. Max Muncy was the guy I could not think of earlier. Sorry, man. That one is grounded to the second baseman. Throws over to Spencer Horwitz, and that is out number 1. Muncy 0 for 1 with a strikeout. 2 for 10 in the series. Does have a double and a run batted in.
Ball one.
Skeens kind of testing the edges of the zone here, not getting the spots that he wants. That one missed low. And the four seam is knocked away to even it up at 1-1. Knocks it away again. Should be a 3-0 count, but instead it's a 1-2. Boy, Max Muncy, have we been there. Going to be very interested to see how we perform in the playoffs. It has not been easy for us over the last month or so. If we have to face consistent good pitching, we might be in some trouble. So 2-2 here. Skeens has not thrown a strike to Muncy and still got the strikeout. That was 5 pitches outside of the zone. Again, not a criticism of Muncy, considering that we're really that bad all the time. Just a note. So yet another strikeout for Skeens. Leaves another four seam right over the heart of the plate again. Another one of those just, hey, here it is, come and get it. Okay, you can't. That one is popped up to center field. He is there to make the catch. There is the Pirate. I put the card away. But there he is. Petey Pirate, I believe. 7-0 here as we head. Bottom 4.
Leading off for the Pirates,
Dylan
fielder,
Cruz.
Dylan Cruz.
Fouls that one off. Glass now shakes off the catcher. Now on the same page. And throws the fastball in. Nice
No balls, 2 strikes.
location. Gets under this one a little bit. Teoscar with a good beat on it. Makes the one-handed grab, and it's 1 away. San Francisco and Philly 1 game back of the NL wild
Center
card.
fielder, O'Neal Cruz.
This one is skied out to right. He's running. It is off that wall. The shadow appeared as the ball hit. That was weird. Kind of creepy. He's going for 3 and he's safe. O'Neal Cruz legs out a triple. Maybe he was there the whole time, but I just didn't notice it until it hit the wall. Oh, cool. They have some good camera angles here in this game. I've really enjoyed my time with MLB The Show 25, and I will continue to do so until we crown a World Series champion. So, how we play that day? Giants play the Diamondbacks, Dodgers, Diamondbacks, Dodgers. That is such a disgusting stretch of games. Then they get the Cardinals. So every team that the San Francisco Giants play in September, they play at least twice. The Rockies, the Cardinals, the Diamondbacks, the Dodgers. The Diamondbacks, the Dodgers. The Dodgers. Diamondbacks, the Dodgers, the Cardinals, the Rockies. Is that a palindrome? Like, what? All right. I did miss a nice play there. My apologies. So Nick Gonzalez hits that out to shallow right field. Knocks in another run, and it is 8-0. So a great job by O'Neal Cruz to hustle around, grab the triple. And that one is fouled off. So it'll be interesting to see what the Giants, the San Francisco Giants, can do here in our simulated franchise mode.
Nope, outside.
Because depending on where the Diamondbacks are in the standings, they might kind of beat each other up and leave the door open for the Phillies. But that could also depend on how do the Phillies do against the Mets. So there's some jostling that could happen.
3 balls, 1 strike.
Because right now it's Mets. The Reds might sneak in. This is a great opportunity for the Pirates, honestly.
Aye. 3 balls, 2 strikes.
It'll be fun to keep an eye on the playoff races as we work our way down the stretch. I keep saying it, but it is fun. There's 2 pennant races. There's 2 division races. AL East, AL Central.
That's ball 4. Take your base.
Glass now walks him. So 2 on, 1 out, or
First baseman.
2 out, 1 on.
Spencer
Spencer Horwitz, who was 1 for 1 with a single. I complimented Glass now. He's been able to get through these innings pretty efficiently, but oof. That one is tattooed out to left center. That is a home run. The Pittsburgh Pirates are on fire. Clear the deck, cannonball coming. That's fun. I like that a lot. I should love the Pittsburgh Pirates more. They really embrace the pirate thing. Clear the deck. That's fun. They got a big parrot, big doofy parrot. Hell yeah. Oh, they have a swashbuckle. All right. Are the Pirates my National League team? They probably shouldn't be. I already have a team that I like that's pretty effing miserable. I do kind of like the San Francisco Giants because of Hunter Pence. His kind of like relation to kind of funny. Gavin Stone, 25 games with an 11-5 record. Glass now did what he could, but it just doesn't feel like the Dodgers pitchers have it. No holds, but 140.1 innings pitched. Are they just using starters? The Dodgers are like so far ahead that they probably don't care, and they will be the 1 seed. But I think the Braves are going to make that a tougher run than you might expect. Because I think our Dodgers here are a little more what people were assuming they would be in real life. Where the real life Dodgers are actually like in a fight for first in the National League West.
Now batting, third baseman, Ke'Bryan Hayes.
I guess they have a 2-game cushion.
Off the plate, ball
Ke'Bryan
1.
Hayes takes a ball on the outside. Good job by the batter in front of Ke'Bryan Hayes, who fouled it off. Got a little adjustment, knocked it right up the middle. It's a single. That one well inside. Okay, Giants making a run at that wild card spot.
2-1.
I guess they can. They play the Giants, or they play the...
That's ball 3.
They'll have to take care of business against the Cardinals, who I don't think are having a great season. But they get Diamondbacks, Dodgers, Diamondbacks, Dodgers. As we've discussed, they have a favorable final 6 games against the Cardinals and the Rockies. But they don't get any games against like the Padres or the Mets to try and drag them back. Reds are 5 games out. Diamondbacks 5.5. Cardinals. Oh, Cardinals are around 500. Okay. That's on me. They're 5.5 games back from a wild card spot. Colorado Rockies unfortunately eliminated. And they have crossed 100 losses. 39-101. They just need 3 wins to not be the worst record ever. Kind of a funky brawl in that Giants-Rockies game the other day. It was like the second batter of the game. Kind of wild. Strikeout ends the inning, but they do put on 3 more. Spencer Horwitz. He goes deep. Clear. What was it? Clear the deck. K ball coming. Look out. He's scoring 2 runs. 10 runs on 9 hits. And a nice look at our wild card. So it is the Reds, the Padres. You can see the Giants there at 73 and 67. Phillies 1 game out. Pirates, this is a big one for them. Phillies fell back. They can pick up win number 72. They can gain a game on them. Or a half game at least, depending on losses and all that stuff. Teoscar. Stepping up to the plate here, top 5.
Ball.
Twins win in extras versus the White Sox.
Nope, that's off the plate. Ball 2.
Skeen still spinning some magic. Oh, God. Okay, well. There is a commentator's curse as if I've ever heard of one. My good. Skeens is still spinning some magic immediately. I don't even think I finished that sentence. Gives up a solo shot. It is Teoscar's 28th of the season. Ten to 1 now. I don't think you'd ever want to count the Dodgers out, but this would be... They got a long way to climb. And a good job by the Pirates offense to get to some of these pitchers. There's a strike in at 101. Michael Conforto, 0 for 1 with a strikeout. 1 for 4 with a triple he's knocked into. Sinker does not sink. Caught a lot of the plate and just missed on that one. 0-2.
Nope. That's
This is
inside.
that fastball inside. Bum, bum, bum. Sliced foul. This one is popped out. Going. Crowd kind of stood up and made me think it was going to keep going, but it's a nice play by Reynolds out there in left. Or I guess maybe a routine play out there by Reynolds in left. As Kim steps in. Out number 1 recorded. We have already clinched the AL West. 4-way. Tampa's 2.5 back.
Ball.
Teams vying for position in the American League wild card for us. Just a couple more games to simulate after this. Yankees, Astros, Angels, Royals, and White Sox, Twins.
Ball.
We do have our eye on some games late in the season, the final day. If some playoff positioning is up, might be doing a final day of the season stream. Oh boy, that one is cracked out to center. Took a weird route to get there, but gets out number 2 on the warning track.
Now batting, the center fielder, James Outman.
James Outman's 1 for 1 with a double. That feels like the kind of perfect out that's just kind of like, you know what? It's not our day. Everybody pack it up. We're going home. Or we're going wherever next, and we will figure it out then. Another shot out to center field. This one a much more routine play. A one-handed catch is made, and we are halfway home. Teoscar, he cranks one to center. It's 10-1. They only have 2 hits. Oh, what? I didn't realize I hadn't touched the controller in 50 minutes. Boy, a little unfortunate that they showed that replay. Thank God I was right. So here's your starter comparison. Kershaw could not get through the second. 1.2 innings, 6 runs, 6 earned, 5 hits, only the 1 walk, 1 strikeout. Skeens has looked good through 5, 1 run, 1 earned, 2 hits, no walks, and 7 strikeouts. As the Dodgers are now on their 3rd pitcher, Gavin Stone.
That's a ball.
Glasnow came in, pitched pretty okay, but then gave up 3 more runs. I guess technically he gave up 4 runs. Yeah. Because he would have given up runs number 7, 8, 9, and 10. Fires over to first. So a nice play by the shortstop to get there and beat Peguero to first.
Designated hitter, Jack Sawinski.
Sawinski's 0 for 1. Does have a sacrifice fly. Tries to get a hold of the cutter, but it goes foul. Cutter, nice pitch. Started middle, worked inside. I thought, oh, he gets hit. Sawinski's going to first. Another hit batter. That's a pitch that absolutely would have got me. I know there are a lot of pitches that get me when I'm playing this game as the Seattle Mariners, like I do every day at 6 p.m. Pacific time here on the channel. But that one, even looking at it from our perspective, I was like, oh, that's going to just keep trailing. But just a perfect little movement. Got the strike. Don't forget, NBA 2K26 tomorrow. We have some cards. The cards will pick our team. And we'll see what we can do in some 60-second quarter games in a season. We'll probably check out my team, do some my player, all that good stuff. Stream will be getting going. Hopefully not too late. Cruz steps up to the plate, fouls that one back. It's 0-2, 1 on, 1 out here in the bottom of the 5th. 10-1. Pirates. That's a big swing and a miss on that one. So Stone gets Cruz.
Now batting, center fielder,
And quickly 2 away.
Cruz.
O'Neal Cruz, a triple, a double. He's knocked in 2. He's scored twice. He needs a home run and a single as he fires over to first. Safe. Single and a home run for the cycle. Ooh.
0-1.
Really just clipped that corner. 0-1. That is an out. Didn't look like it was a great jump on the ball and thought that might just drop in. Was like, oh, a single. He would just need a home run, but no, it is an out. So the Pittsburgh Pirates strand the hit batter. And the score stays 10-1. Freeman up for the 3rd time today here as we start the top of the 6th. Hit by a pitch. The first at-bat of the game. And then Skeens went ahead and struck out 4 in a row. It's that 101 mile an hour fastball on the outside. Bednar and Wentz warming up in the bullpen. Freddie puts this one out into right field. Not much movement there, and one away.
Shortstop Mookie Betts.
Mookie 0 for 2 with a strikeout and a lineout. Series is 5 for 11. Home run and a couple of runs batted in.
That's a ball.
Pitch is low, 99. This one fouled off. Makes it 1-1. Pitch number 81 here for Skeens is hit out to center, slicing away from Cruz, but he's there to make the catch.
Now batting, designated hitter Shohei Ohtani.
Ohtani 0 for 2. He is 0 for 10 in this series. I don't think Shohei Ohtani's going 0 for 10 in a lot of series, but
Ball 1.
3-time MVP, 2021, 2023, 2024. Will he be the MVP again this year? Probably.
Hey! I got 1 ball, 1 strike. Ball 2.
Ball 2.
That's ball
Ooh, that's a strike. Muncie's on deck, and Shohei's looking at a 3-1 count. Should be 2-2,
That's ball
but loses him as that four-seam sails a little up in the zone.
Now
Or up out of
batting,
the zone, excuse
third
me.
baseman Max Muncy.
There are Muncie splits, much better against righties than lefties, as one might expect. 74 points higher, more home runs, more RBIs. So, Skeens
Nope.
doesn't get the call at the bottom of the zone. That's a strike. That's 2 in this inning. That one is crashed. What? Cracked, crushed, smashed, but foul. That went well inside. Almost hit him. Muncie stood his ground, though. Sometimes you get that nice animation even when you smash the X button. Whoa.
Nope.
Skeens tests inside again. 3-1. I don't think you can get too cute here. I think you want to try and get through this top of the 6th. He only needs 1 pitch, right?
Hey!
1 pitch that's a ground
Ball
out.
count.
Now would be 1 pitch that can induce a strikeout. And there you go. He gets through 6, but definitely don't want to let this Los Angeles team get into a rhythm and get on a roll. We'll see if he comes back out for the 7th, but he remains 10-1. Pirates. Nick Gonzalez is 1 for 2. As Gavin Stone remains in the game and gets the cutter. Oof. Oof. That's the calls that they're given? Considering a couple that they did not give Skeens in the last inning. Half inning. Yikes.
Ball.
Missed that one high. Ooh. Gets him. That high-low, fast-slow. Those are the kinds of pitches. I mean, this is the kind of pitching that gives me trouble. It's fastball, slider, fastball. See if he goes back to the slider or just something in the low part of the zone. He does. It's a fastball. That would explain the lateness. I probably would have been pretty late on that pitch myself. Reynolds 1 for 2 on the day. I was going to read his stats, but they disappeared. Gets that one off the end of the bat. Over to the shortstop. And that'll be out number 2.
Now batting.
Mookie.
First baseman, Spencer
Horowitz, 2 for 2. Home run single, knocked in, 2 scored twice. Missed that one low. Good eye from Horowitz. 814 OPS is first on the Pirates. That one is smashed out. Is it going to go? No, it's going to hit the base of the wall. Should be an easy double. Another one of those brutal animations where you're just, if you're me, you're just jamming the thumbstick, the left thumbstick to like go. And he just patiently waited for the ball to bounce back. So a nice double for Horowitz. Joey Bart's 2 for 3 on the day.
That's a ball.
Fastball sails out of the zone at 96 for ball 1. 2 for 3, a couple of singles. Has scored a run for Bart's. Circle change in at 88. Bart acquired from San Francisco in 2024. Ooh, man, that circle change. Again, you go back to a couple of the calls that Skeens didn't get in the previous half inning. That's an awfully generous one for the Dodgers pitcher. Forces the swing on the slider. 1-2. That one golfed out to left. Teoscar's on it. Puts it away for out number 3, and we are through 6. Still 10-1 Pirates.
Now pitching for the Pirates, number 51.
David Bednar. Coming in here, he's 5-10. I think this would be expected for Skeens, who looked like he was losing a little bit of control.
Leading off with the Dodgers.
Don't love the 5-10 record. The ERA isn't terrible. Gets the first pitch in for a strike at 97. Will Smith, 0 for 2 on the day.
Ball 1.
Fastballs are sailing tonight when they are not in the correct location.
Nope. Inside. Ball 2.
We're seeing a lot more missed pitches that are right on the edges of the zone, on the left and right side and the bottom. Good bite on the fastball, just got him. We're stealing lines directly from the game.
Now batting, left fielder, Teoscar Hernandez.
Teoscar 1 for 2 today, 3 for 10 with a home run. Has a home run today. I don't think you can leave that pitch there. I'd say missed opportunity for Teoscar. I thought Teoscar, as that pitch was coming, I thought he was going to crush it. Instead, he missed it foul. So 0-2, 1 away. We are in the top of the 7th inning. Thanks everybody for hanging out and joining me today. That's a beautiful curveball.
Now batting, right fielder.
That is the anger-inducing curveball that we've been seeing all season. If you want more baseball content every day, 6 p.m. Pacific time. If you want some more sports, we're streaming 2K26 tomorrow. We're going to open a pack of cards to pick a team. Have some fun. Hopefully get that kicked off between 11 and noon. Maybe you'll just get to watch a game install. That'll be fun. As that ball is hit. Nice dive at second base. Can he get the out? No. Nice job by Conforto to bust it up the line. They'll call it a base hit. Correctly called a base hit. It's a nice effort on both sides. This ball popped out to left and is almost caught. Oh my goodness. A diving effort in a 10-1 game. Would have ended the top of the 7th. That ball foul. 0-2.
That's outside.
Good eye by Kim to let that one go. That one outside as well. 2-2. That one is low. Nice job by the catcher there to make sure that didn't get too far away. I don't think you need really much aggression if you're the Dodgers. That one fouled away. Oof, perfect. They are going to test going to... They're going to throw to third, but does not test going to third.
Now batting, center fielder James Outman.
Okay. The Dodgers, they're going to get a little run going here. Outman, 1 for 2. Takes a look at that fastball low. Or takes a look at the low fastball in the zone. Either way, it's 0-1. I believe Outman was the first hit of the game for the Dodgers, who don't have a whole lot going on.
Ball inside.
It's going to be interesting to see how long they leave leave David Bednar in here. Jump throw over to first, and that is out number 3. So LA tries to get something going a little bit. Try and claw back into this game, but they are running out of time. 4 hits, and I believe 2 of them in that inning. Do they have a walk?
Leading off for the Pirates.
Skeens wins 6 innings, 2 hits, 1 earned, 8 strikeouts, and a walk. Horowitz 3 for 3 with a double, a home run. He's scored twice and knocked in 2. Cruz is 2 for 4 with a double, a triple, 2 runs, and he's knocked in 2. Kershaw only went to 1.2, which we talked about a little bit earlier. Teoscar 1 for 3 with a solo shot, and I did not catch that last one, but I can look at my own thing. James Outman is your 1 for 3 with a double. That's what I was looking for. Okay, Brian Hayes flies this one out to left. And Hernandez is there to make the catch. Quick out number 1. Gavin Stone still working here for the Dodgers. Doing a good job. They talk about, probably hard to come in when the game is out of hand, but I guess if you're LA, that's... At what point does the game feel like it's out of hand for LA? That you're losing?
0-2.
I guess if you only have 4 hits, that would maybe be more of a factor rather than like, hey, we gave up 8 runs in the top of the first inning, and we haven't batted yet, or whatever. Ooh, that's a nice play over at third. I thought he was going to crush that, but instead it's just a nice base hit. That can't possibly be an error. That is correct, a base hit.
The designated hitter, Jack Sawinski.
Sawinski back up. 1-on-1 out here for the Pirates in the bottom of the 7th inning. That one sails outside. Football game is back on. Eagles up by 4, 2nd and 1. That one sails outside. 2-0. I complimented Stone, and he's given up a hit, and now looking at a 2-0 count. Ooh, Did he go? Yes, he did, says the third base umpire. 2-1. Circle change looked better than it was. Fouled that one off. 2-2. I was off the circle change again. Staying alive with one on and one out. And the circle change a third time. Takes a look at the fastball inside. Pretty easy take right there. The challenge for me would have been to make sure that I wasn't in an auto swing mode. Did gets him to go. So Sawinski set down on strikes. Couple of check swings just did not go his way. Cruz 0 for 2 on the evening.
Ball one.
Two seam is low and misses for ball one.
Ball two.
Good eyes for Cruz there on that circle change. Looks really good, but then just dropped out of the zone. That was going to be a ground ball if he got to it. But instead, gets a way better shot at a fastball. That velocity just got him, and you can see the change in speed there. That gets me plenty of the times when I'm playing. Fouls that one off. 2-2. Just gets a hold of that one. Able to flip it foul. A little bit of an auto swing mode here for these last couple of guys. Does not get the call of the circle change. O'Neal Cruz going to need a little help if he wants to try and get the cycle. And here, there is a walk.
Now batting, center fielder O'Neal Cruz.
And given the fact that he's 2 for 4, he needed one of those other at-bats to go for just a single. Gets the four seam at the top of the zone for strike one at 96 miles an hour. Circle change right in the corner. Nice location. 0-2. So a couple good spots here against O'Neal Cruz. Oh, and he gets him to check the swing on it. It is going to be an out. Two great locations. And then threw one inside and forced him to swing. Pirates leave a couple on. Or one on? Either way. Still 10-1. Freddie Freeman, his most notable plate appearance, hit by pitch, as Bednar comes back out for inning number 8. Does not get the call on the fastball. Colin Holderman and Joey Wentz warm it up in the bullpen for the Pirates. As we do have a bit of a blowout here. This is the first game that's really gotten out of hand like this. Everything else has been fairly close. Or at least got interesting in that Brewers game that we watched. Missed opportunity for Freeman. Bednar left that 98-mile-an-hour fastball in a very hittable spot. Especially for a guy like Freeman, who basically ended the World Series in Game 1 with one swing.
3 balls, 1 strike.
Mookie Betts on deck. 3-1. Freeman just gets on top of it.
Got him.
Rolls it over to the first baseman, and that is out. Number
Now
one here in
batting,
the top of the 8th.
shortstop, Mookie Betts.
That's a ball.
Takes a look at a ball high, 98. And that's where those fastballs have really been sailing out of the zone.
Ball.
That's a strike. Good example of what I was talking about earlier, those fastballs. They're not missing on the top by much. Or, like, oof. Oof. Nice play out and right. Good jump and great read on it.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Shohei
They've really been
Ohtani.
going, and then they're, like, tighter on the other 3 spots of the rectangle. Shohei 0 in this entire series. He did
Counts
work a
1-0.
walk last time he was up, so still 0 for 10. 0 for 2 today. Fouls off the 4-seam at 95. Pops that one out of play. Bednar looking to get through 2 strong innings.
Ball 2. Counts
Missed
full.
the splitter outside, and we have a full count against Shohei Ohtani. Gets him to swing on the fastball inside. 98. This one popped out to the left fielder who has a beat on it, and that will take us to the middle of the 8th. Shohei 0 for here in Pittsburgh. It's 10-1.
Leading off for the Pirates, second baseman.
This is going to be the portion of the game where the Philadelphia Eagles just run the ball. Just crush people's hopes and dreams.
Ball.
Gonzalez looks at Gavin Stone's 2-seam low. Stone's done a good job. 62 pitches. Ooh, circle change. Nice. Nice pitch. Looked really, really juicy, and then dropped in for a nice strike.
2-2.
Misses wildly with the 4-seam fastball. Left that one up in the zone, but did get a whole lot behind it. Fouls it off to stay alive. 2-2 with nobody out.
3.
Fooled him with a fastball. Stone, or Gonzalez, excuse me, way too late on that as we get a
Up next
nice,
for the Pirates, left fielder,
nice
Brian
lasting image there. Brian Reynolds 1 for 3 today. That one is popped and out number 2 in foul territory. I think if you're the Pirates, you kind of go, you know what, that's okay.
First baseman,
We're up by 9.
Spencer Horwitz.
Horowitz is 3 for 3 with a home run, a single, 2 RBI. Scored twice. And takes a look at a 2-seam on the outside at 79. Ooh, Horowitz. A triple shy of the cycle. Circle change in there at the top part of the zone for strike 2. I don't know if Horowitz has the speed to get all the way around. Because it was a pretty close play, and it's not going to happen on that, so he'll have a nice day. As that was a perfect piece of contact there.
No, that's in.
Four seam inside at 95. Nice pitch there by Stone. He's really used that circle change effectively. Circle change in yet again. Strike two. 10-1. Hit some late on that fastball. Good job by Bart to stay alive. That one fouled back. That one sailed high. There's one of the rare misses just outside the zone. That fastball has been really going when it goes high. Ooh, big swing and a miss on the circle change, so they'll strand one. But this game has been well in hand for the Pirates since the second inning. They scored 7 runs and have not looked back. It's 10-1. We'll finalize this shortly as we head to the top of the 9th. Little did he know, the commentator just jinxed himself. Somehow this game's about to go 18 innings.
Ball, that's out.
Bednar continues to stay in for the Pirates. Couple of guys warming up.
Ball.
Misses that one outside. 2-0. There's a nice pitch inside for a strike. 98 on the fastball. Right up the middle, but there is a defender waiting. Fires over to first. Out number 1.
Now batting.
Good defensive
Will
positioning there
Smith.
to get that grounder. Strike out, fly out, pop out for Will Smith. That is in at 94. If Bednar came in the 7th, he might get credit for a save if they let him continue going here.
1-1.
Which would be kind of wild. But sometimes it's fun to get those cheeky saves. We saw kind of a cheeky save in the last game. It was a 1-out save.
No, that's down.
And a splitter misses. Makes it a 2-1 count.
Ball, 3.
Fastball sails to a 3-1 count.
Balls, 1 strike.
Teoscar's on deck. 1 for 3 with the solo home run. The lone run in the game for the Dodgers. Big swing and fouls it away. Full count here for Will Smith. Bednar winds and fires pitch number 44. Gets a good hold of that one. It's going out to the left field bleachers. It's off the bottom of the wall. I lost that one a little bit. It is a double for Will Smith. I'd imagine you would just leave him in. Say, go get it, Bednar. That one is up the middle. This might score the run. O'Neal Cruz fires in. No play at the plate.
Now batting. Right fielder, Michael Conforto.
Gets the strike call on the inside part of the plate. Conforto 1 for 3 with a single. 18 home runs this season. There's a nice little pitch inside. Splitter. I guess it's a nice strike right on the outside part of the plate. What does he have up his sleeve? Popped into foul territory. Fastball kind of sailed on him a little bit. Conforto able to get a piece of it. Stay alive. 0-2. 2 on, 1 out here, top 9. Fouls that one off as well as Bednar just can't find the pitch to get it by him. That one's way inside. 1-2 the count. That one fouled off again, so he's still alive. Finally gets it. Not blows the splitter by him, but pulls the string on him.
Now batting, second base.
Oh, they are going to go to the pen. He is 1 out away, and you would think that he would try to get the save there.
Now pitching.
So they will bring in the left-handed pitcher.
Number 34.
Kind of a funky move to do here with 2 outs in the 9th. Sorry about that. Joey Wentz to 2-0 record. 496 ERA. 61 games. 300, almost 300 and 255. Righties and lefties. So they will play the matchups lefty-lefty. That one gets away. Okay, we saw them fire back to third in the previous game, and it went horribly wrong. And it was in a similar situation. The run differential wasn't quite as extreme, but there was no reason. Worst case scenario, you give up a stupid run. He wasn't going anywhere. Best case scenario, you get an out that ends the game. I mean, I guess if you get it out that it ends the game, then whatever. But really working him inside. You can see where the catcher is setting up. 1-2 count here for Kim. This could end it. And it does. Pirates win big. 10-1. Skeens is going to get the victory. And this was kind of a wacky game from the start. It started with a hit by pitch. Then Skeens struck out the next 3 batters. And Clayton Kershaw couldn't get out of the 2nd inning. So Skeens improves to 15-9. Clayton Kershaw drops to 11-6. Bednar could have probably gotten a save, but they pulled him with 2 outs in the 9th to play the matchups. A 7-run second. They put on 3 more in the 4th. They go out to a big lead that they do not relinquish. Teoscar Hernandez gets on the board. Thought he was going to maybe drive in another run. Here's the home run. That made it 7-1 at that point. 10 runs on 6 hits. The Dodgers 1 run, or 10 runs on 12 hits, excuse me. The Dodgers 1 run on 6 hits. Clayton Kershaw, like I said, gets the loss. 1.2 innings pitched, 5 hits, 1 strikeout, 1 walk, 6 earned on his line. Teoscar was 2 for 4 with a home run. Maybe could have knocked in another run, but they held him at third. Outman was 1 for 3 with a double. Will Smith 1 for 4 with a double. Freddie Freeman 0 for 3, but did get hit by a pitch. Player of the game is Spencer Horwitz. 4 for 4, a home run, a double. Knocked in a couple, scored a couple. O'Neal Cruz knocked in a couple and scored a couple on a 2 for 5 day. Triple and a double. Reynolds was 1 for 4 with a 2-run blast. He scored twice. Nick Gonzalez 1 for 4 with a double. He knocked in 3 and scored once. Skeens gets your win, 6 innings pitched, 2 hits, 8 strikeouts, 1 walk, 1 earned. And let's take one look. Gavin Stone pitched really well. 4.1 innings pitched. He gave up 4 hits, no runs, no earned, 1 walk, 6 strikeouts. So Stone looked really good. Out pitching both Clayton Kershaw and Tyler Glass now. On the Pittsburgh Pirates side, we have, Bednar 2.2. He was 1 out away from a save, but they blew that by giving it to Wentz, who struck out 1 to end the game. Well, there you have it. Bam. Some baseball for you on this fine Thursday evening. Thank you again for hanging out. A little doubleheader. Just kind of talking through it, commentating, having some fun. I had fun. Hopefully you had fun. To get you set for tomorrow, we will be on the mound with George Kirby, 20-3 with a 1.95 ERA. Chris Sale, 12-10 with a 2.66 ERA. As the Mariners will take on the Braves. Starting a 3-game set. Let's rip a pack real quick. These have been garbage. Ugh. Citrus? What is this? Orange soda pop. Cool. We all love orange soda, we do. Is that a Keenan and Kel reference? Yeesh. Alright. Well, not a very exciting pack, but a couple of interesting games today. We can take a quick look at the standings. The Royals are on an L2. They are now a game and a half back of the Tigers. Yankees lost. They are a game back of the Orioles. Giants and Phillies both a game out of the National League wild card. The Pirates gain half a game. Dodgers way up. The elimination number is getting real small for those 3 teams. The Brewers 7.5 up on the Reds. Mets, Braves, Phillies. And the Royals are a half game back. I think I mentioned that. We've clinched, and that will do it. So there you go. Thanks again for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed. If you did, give the video a thumbs up or the stream a thumbs up. If you'd like more, subscribe. Do all that good stuff. I appreciate it. Tomorrow, we'll be opening some packs. We'll be playing some NBA 2K26. Not exactly sure what time that'll get started, but we'll be playing for a little while. Hoping that my computer will let me. But I appreciate everybody hanging out. Thank you again for watching. And we'll catch you tomorrow, 6 p.m. Pacific time. Baseball. We'll be streaming tomorrow morning. And all that good stuff. Good night.